Welcome to the palace, my beautiful kings and queens. I'm Royal. Where do I start? I get a lot of complaints from my family, my friends, about the state of relationships between men and women and where men stand these days and how the modern man is whatever, you know. And I'm like, okay, let me investigate. I have an investigative brain that seems natural to do, so let me do it. And in my studies, my conclusions, it's, I think okay, the internet is to blame. It's the bane of our existence right now. And it's created this group thinking, not just within men, within everyone. You know, there's this kind of collective. Like I went to my favorite bakery the other day, and I heard this little girl was like talking. She's like 12 or something, and she's like, "Nah, bro, that's just crazy." And my daughter is the same age, and she talks like that too. And I'm like, "Oh, is this a TikTok nonsense?" Anyways, so the internet has put us into this state of group thinking, and if you spend a lot of time on the internet, you're gonna develop the same things the internet is basically promoting, whatever goes viral or whatever. Um, and that's the same thing that happened with men. Is like there's this collective way that men are operating because of how they think women are operating, right? So it's really both genders. It's not just men. Women are having the same issues. But I'm here to talk to the men mostly because I firmly believe everything starts with the man, you know. And I know we live in a society that doesn't like that idea, but I didn't make us. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm just so it's when you look at successful relationships and successful marriages and stuff, that's just the way it's built, you know? And people would argue with that from now till kingdom come. But it's just when a man is about action and going into the world and defeating his demons and building something, then a woman comes in and she uses all her, like, women are like a Swiss army knife. They have so many different things they can do all at once, and she's here. And it's a beautiful, when it's working together, it's a beautiful thing. I say that to say is that's not how things are operating now. I hear men arguing over who should pay for stuff, and I'm like, what do you mean? That is not even a thing to me. you know, like, who's gonna pay for dinner? Really, that's a conversation in the real world. Okay, I'm getting worked up. um, and I see these men who are having these petty debates, and they're so caught up in the internet and what the internet is doing that they are not moving how they should be moving to improve their own lives, right? And it becomes this, well, women are this way, so we're gonna move this way as men. And it's just like, and women make the same adjustments. And I want to tell everyone, get away from the internet. Just get away from it, you know? Um, Social media is just like awful. It's an awful, awful place, and if we knew the damage it does to us, if you see someone addicted to crack the way people are addicted to their phones and social media, you would be like, oh my gosh, you need to go to rehab right now, you know? But we go into public and we see people and we're just all zombies and we're all glued to our phones, and we're so, because your phone is going to give you whatever you want. Just whatever sick thing you have floating around back there. Your phone is like, oh, no worries, I got you. It's just me and you, baby, And we succumb to our own devices, quite literally. So when I hear people arguing over like men and women, and I'm like, just worry about being a good human being first, you know? Like that should be your first priority. Forget about being a man or being a woman and how to react, and all of that is games, you know? Dating is not real. It's just something we invented to so we could feel more comfortable fucking each other. That's all it is. Because we really could just point and be like, you, me, all right, but we have we have all of these social graces that we need to. Oh, milady, good day, sir. We have all of that shit that we need to do before we get to the fucking, right? But so dating is something we made up to be like, all right, well, let's go through the proper protocols. Let's go on a date. Let's see if we like each other, exchange pleasantries and see if that works. And so it's not a real thing, So when I see people who are partaking in the dating game, I'm just like, that's not real, guys. Real connections, real love happens when you're both at your most authentic place. Not your most perfect place, but your most authentic. Like when you're living from a place of, this is who I am, right? The other person living from that place as well can then connect with you. And that's what forms that deep connection, that deep love. And when you could communicate with each other without trying to, because we all do this thing where we get jealous or something and we try to hurt the other person, and we become disrespectful and mean to each other, and we don't have the ability to be like, hey, this is what I'm feeling, can we talk about it, blah blah blah. We all want to yell, and because we are so conditioned to this toxic environment, we think our relationships need to be toxic, so we go into our relationships with a whoa, nothing is happening. So we almost create drama, and not knowing that your relationship should be your peace. And that's the main thing I want to convey, I think, is your relationship is your peace. It's the place you go to unwind from the bullshit of the rest of the world, And we bring so much because we're so broken inside, and we're so conditioned that love is not a real thing, and everyone's out to get you and everyone's out to hurt you. We're so conditioned to believe those things that when we get into a relationship, we naturally provoke those things out of the other person. but your relationship should be your peace, right? It's not a place for you to be mean and disrespectful, and that's not, do that to strangers. Or the server or whatever. Bartenders, go be mean to them. But your relationships should be your peace. And we're too worried about what everyone else is doing, you know? Like the world is a big place with different personalities and different people and different needs and all of these other things, and we limit ourselves when we're like, this person is just out to get me. This person is and I'm guilty of that. That's why I can say that is we betray ourselves in so many ways, right? We let ourselves down in so many ways just because most of us, if not all of us, are just hurt inside, So we project all of these insecurities in relationships, and we worry about dumb shit like, well, I'm the man, and blah, 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 and worry about being a good person, a good human being first, and have that peace within yourself. And then you can transfer that peace in that relationship. So when you guys come together, you're in a harmonious state, because the world is going to throw so many challenges at you. But when you're together, it's like an oasis of peace, a garden of Eden of tranquility, But anyways, that's my speech, and I'm sticking to it. I really think that we need to, especially on the internet, we need to have more positivity, People are just chasing algorithms, and that's fucked up. Like, everything is about taking from you. Oh, this is what you want? I'm going to keep feeding it to you. This is what the algorithm wants. So, I'm going to keep feeding it to you. Anyways, I'm done. That's my speech. Go about your day. Go live life and stop worrying about the politics of the time and the stress of the time, and walk away from your phone sometimes. That's very important, because your phone is the number one source of anxiety. It brings the world into your house. And we're so obsessed with that dopamine hit that we can't even get out of it ourselves. And we're stuck in this cycle, and we're all living at this high pace, high anxiety life. And we need to get away from that and fight back and fight this addiction we call our phones, as I say this to you on the phone. Anyways, bye, humans.